Hi guys, this is Ratchet, and we are playing Criminal Case Traveling Time, Case 25. Going once, going twice, dead. Let's allow chapter 3 and fire, there's fire. Okay. Oh no, fire! It smells like gunpowder. This whole mansion could blow up. You're right, Katia, we should try to put out the fire. I'll grab a blanket. Okay. Maybe not the blanket, but some water. I must have done it wrong. Not a blanket, it's on fire. Out of the way, Katerina! I have water! Directly at me. Thank you, Kai. You saved the mansion. And us. No worries, Jack. I know you would have done the same for me. Jack used a blanket and it didn't work. That was close, Katrina. Could someone be trying to end our investigation early with arson? If so, we need to act even more quickly to determine who killed the victim. Let's have another look around the veranda for more clues before something else goes up in flames. Yeah. And dry up, Jack. Yeah, just when you wanted to enjoy some of the cigar, you light it and kaboom! You're left headless. Let's investigate the veranda again. Why do I need a turtle? Nothing. Repeat it again and again. Till I collect everything. Look, Adria, the hat's been destroyed, and the embroidery indicates that it belonged to the victim. I don't see any signs of explosion, so someone must have ripped it to bits. We better get that hat back in one piece. And that plague is odd. Why would there be a plague for a secondary school here? And Henry P is among the names listed. P for Pelletier. But what on earth is urine hat? You're right, it appears that the real name was crashed out. You to decipher it. And what is this turtle eating? Oh no, that looks like a note to the victim. The turtle can't have that for a snack. I'll pull it down by a plant or something. The note says, Pelletier, how dare you threaten to nullify the auction result. Pelletier was toying with the idea of cancelling the result of the future action, but in whose favor? Which side was he on? We must find out who wrote this note. Maybe a sample of the substance on it could tell us. Have it, Katerina. There's no time to lose. Okay. You got a sample of the crumbs off the note to the victim, Katerina. Try to get it under a microscope. Yes. Okay, now let's restore the hat. You pieced the victim's hat back together. What are those bleached spots? They seem to be exactly where the hands that tore it would be. We better get this hat to Orlando. He'll know what could do this to fabric, and then we'll know who destroyed it. Okay. Okay, says Urini hat, and I think I know who's going to be. It's going to be the governor, Haddonfield. It's a name. I thought it was going to be the full name, but it's just the first name. So the mystery name scratched off of the plague was Uriah H. H as in Haddonfield? What's the British auction anyway? But that's the British auction anyway, wow. So that plague was for a secondary school. You mean to tell me that Urine Hat was Uriah Haddonfield's nickname in school? Sorry, Katia, I know I shouldn't laugh. This is serious business. You're right, both the victims and Uriah's names are on that plague. That means that they went to the same secondary school. Perhaps the victim gave his Haddonfield this nickname. Better go find out. Yeah. Koshari, what's that? So, Katria, does that substance tell us anything about who wrote the note to the victim? We found lentils, chickpeas, crispy onions. That sounds familiar. You're right, Katria, that substance is koshari, that dish we learned about in ancient Egypt. Oh. But if anyone is eating koshari, he must be Captain Shafra of the Egyptian Trading Company. So the victim threatened to nullify the result of the future auction, and Captain Shafra was upset. We need to find out more about this. Okay. Okay, let's first talk to Haddonfield. Your Excellency, in our investigation we came across a strange plague which proves that you were at school with the victim. You never mentioned knowing him. I didn't mention it because I wanted to forget. The man was a reprobate even then. He bullied me mercilessly. Being called Urine Half was just the beginning. With that, you can only imagine what the other boys actually did to my hat. Oh no. Clearly Paletio hadn't changed one bit. When I arrived yesterday, he would only call me Urine Hat. He even brought that stupid plague to an auction ordered by the French king just to make me look the fool. And perhaps you'd had enough of the bullying and decided to teach him a lesson he should have learned long ago? Never. I built my whole life from success to success to prove the likes of him wrong. I will never stoop to his level. Okay. What about our Egyptian guy? I forgot the word that I wanted to say. Competition! Egyptian competition, that's what I wanted to say. Captain Shafra, we found a note you wrote to the victim. What's all this about him threatening to nullify the future auction results? Well, Paletti and I had an altercation. He was so snooty just because he was appointed as auctioneer by the King of France. He called me dirty Egyptian scum, and he said that even if we outbid everyone, he would nullify the result of the auction. Pelletier believes he's self-superior to everyone who is a white. I consider leaving some harmless fireworks to go off in his room in the middle of the night to get back at him. If you knew you were going to win anyway, perhaps you decided to skip fireworks and go straight to full-on detonation. No, never! I need this auction to go forward. I only consider scaring him a little with a few small explosions, not killing him. Besides, I had such a horrible headache I couldn't think straight. I decided to ask the hostess for some laudanum to ease the pain. Well, no matter what you say, Captain Shafra, the evidence will tell the truth about the auctioneer's murder. So it could be you, it could be you. Let's check out the hat. Oh, Katerina, what a shame that this hat has been so damaged. It's a perfect example of a lawyer's hat from this time period. Hey, do you know who might have bleached the fabric in the early-ish 18th century? Certainly, citrus juice bleached his hat, plain and simple. From the scent, I would say it was lime juice. Whoever ripped the hat had plenty of it all over their hands. It soaked into the fabric and bleached it. Lime juice. Benedetto D'Agostino eats a lot of limes. He even offers some to us. We better find D'Agostino and ask him why he destroyed the victim's hat. Okay? Mr. D'Agostino, can you please tell us why you ripped off Henry Pelletier's hat? Oh la la, I ripped off his hat, so then Coop, do you think I killed him? This is provocation. Well, I didn't blow him up, but I was very unhappy with him. Pelletier told me that after the auction he would retire and go somewhere that I could never find him. But I have 25 different lawsuits in the Caribbean alone. I needed Pelletier to maintain his law practice. When I said I would sue him, he laughed in my face, so I needed to show him that I could be savage if necessary. Well, for your sake, I hope you stopped at destroying his hat and didn't harm the head that wore it, or you'll definitely need a lawyer. I hate this guy so much, but he's not going to be the killer. Well, Katrina, at least now we have some clear suspects in the murder of Henry Pelletier. The victim bullied his former schoolmate Uriah Henderfield. Pelletier was completely racist to Captain Shafra and said that he'd nullified the results of the auction if the Egyptians won. Looks like the lawsuit involving Benedetto D'Agostino was the only one with affection for the victim. That is, until Pelletier announced he's approaching retirement. Good boy, Katrina. Pelletier would have never even be here if not for the auction. Let's have one last look around the auction room for clues. Okay. And I'm trying to figure out, is the crime scene zoomed in, or am I looking from another perspective? Yeah, I'm looking from behind the couch. So close. Damn it, I almost didn't find the chain. That's a cigar cutter, Katrina. It must have been used to cut the tip from the cigar that killed the victim. There's a dark liquid on that mechanism. We'll need a sample of that right away. And was that wastebasket once an elephant's foot? How sad to think that sort of trophy collecting used to be normal. But you're right, Katrina, we need to pay more attention to what's inside that wastebasket. You have a look. I'm not touching that thing. Yeah, who'd have a trash can in shape of an elephant's foot? You gotta sup up the dark liquid from the cigar cutter, Katrina. Let's get it to Theo. Okay. Alright, let's look through the elephant foot. Laudanum. You found a laudanum bottle in that awful wastebasket, Katerina. We know the cure takes laudanum. We need to get this bottle to Theo. Okay. What's this black substance? Well, Katerina, unless the cure is an octopus, there could be only one explanation for this substance on the cigar cutter. An octopus? What the? Come on, Theo, we don't have time for riddles. The sample of the dark liquid you sent me is ink. The victim had no ink on him, so the killer must be the one who made the mess. Hey, the killer spilled this much ink on the cigar cutter. Match the ink stain they have. Well, I noticed that already. To say nothing of the stain on their character. We'll keep an eye out for a suspect with an ink stain then. Okay. Okay, now the laudanum bottle. Katerina, you done it again. This laudanum bottle was definitely used by the killer. There were traces of gunpowder on it. Although I couldn't lift any fingerprints, I have other information for you. The killer drank directly from the bottle. And that means they left DNA. Precisely, Jack. I managed to analyze some of the killer's saliva left on the lip of the bottle. Using methylation sensitive analysis, I was able to pinpoint the age of the killer as under 40. Well, it just so happens that we have a handful of 30-something suspects, one of whom is the killer. Okay. Here we go, Katrina. We have everything we need to catch Harry Pelletier's killer. Okay. Who was it? I expected our Egyptian guy to be the killer, but seems like you just pretended to be shocked of seeing Pelletier dead, but it was actually you! What do you have to say for yourself, Simone? Miss Severine, you are under arrest for the murder of Henry Pelletier. Moi, how dare you accuse me of such an awful act? We dare because we have proved. You left the victim a threat in French. French is not uncommon among the well-to-do and educated. Is an ink stain also a mark of sophistication? You don't only have ink on your dress, but so does the cigar cutter used to prepare the murder weapon. Miss Severine, stop playing games. We know very well that you killed the victim. Ha! You call Henry Pelletier a victim. That man killed my family. What? How? He what? I told you that I was once Pelletier's employee, but that wasn't entirely true. I was his slave. Oh. And so were my parents and my sister until he sold my parents away from his tobacco plantation. After my parents were carted off like cattle, my sister and I tried to escape. We made it to the swamp nearby, but my sister was caught. From a distance, I saw Henry Pelletier himself whip my sister to death. I swore that instead that I would be richer and more powerful than he ever was, and that I would exact revenge for what he did to my family. Then you made a fortune in explosives. Yes, I married well. My husband, may he rest in peace, taught me everything about gunpowder and explosives. When the chance to host the auction arrived, I knew that Henry Pelletier would be called upon to act as auctioneer. Finally, I had my chance to kill the man who killed my sister. And that old monster only recognized me just as I struck the match. If only I could light that cigar 1,000 times more. Once was enough, Miss Severine. I'm sorry for your heartbreaking past, but you are under arrest. We'll present you to the Tortugan legal authorities. What a disturbing motive for murder, Katerina. But I can understand Miss Severine's hatred of Henry Pelletier after what he did to her and her family. Not sure that I wouldn't have done the same if I were in her shoes. Revenge, yeah. But as upsetting as this murder has been, we came to Tortuga for one reason only. The auction. We have to be sure that the East India Company win rights to the French ports and plantations of the Caribbean. If we don't, the Taliban will retain their regime in the future and we cannot let that happen. Yeah, that's all we have to do for now. But my question should be, what are we going to do in medieval Asia, because that's our next district. Alright, we're gonna stop here, we're gonna continue playing in Sink or Swim number 5. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!